Start.
Probably enough.
Add power.
Oh, darn, maybe you should adjust this thing.
So this is called the pilot. There's some food right here. Okay.
Well, hey, everybody. Let's go. Where? Where do you want to go? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Why don't I go down that way and just film stuff? Like Oswego? What, you got like you got to put the walk signal for this little street right there. I want to go down there, and there's City Hall. Okay. Join me on my way to City Hall. Have a nice time. Wow, look at that. That's a Legacy clinic. What a swell place. Look how loud that is. My gosh, it's probably the safest city in America. See, we put a building right there, and one like there and there. You could open a street like this for people, you know, not cars, and just walk around, do that kind of stuff. Oh, kids. Oh, Dex, I don't have to break it to you. It's called Lake Oswego, and there's a water shortage. Just so you know. What is this, some kind of cube? Wow. Why am I kind of like a little bit happier? Because I'm out of town. It's kind of nice to get out of town every once in a while. I know I was like here earlier, but I got off the bus and I went over to Dunthorpe, and then I walked through I walked through Dunthorpe just now, and then I got here, and then I went to the library like really quick. Now I'm walking around here like this, and it's just like, wow, this is like nice. Want to get off Main Street, I suppose. I don't know. I was watching some of the Frontline documentaries about, you know, spying and getting this, that, and the other thing and all this stuff. And I don't know, it's just interesting. I was saying, you didn't hear, and apparently you don't hear unless I do it like this. And even this is like suspect. You know, I was saying it's like this clueless guy that's walking down the street, and everybody's like trying to kill him. And there's these people that either stop him, or mainly he just has like luck where he's like, oh, that's right, the cartoons do that. You know, where he like steps on like a construction beam here, and then it's just about ready to take away, and then he like puts his foot out like that, and then he catches like another thing or something like that, and he walks through like a whole building being constructed, you know, and it's just like one thing right in, and he's like completely clueless, you know, and it's just at any moment he could like die, and he doesn't know, and he doesn't like care because he doesn't know. And it's sort of like that with me, and I think what happened probably about, in some ways, I really actually think about 79, I began to kind of think, you know, something awful could happen. I know by about 80, 81, it was just like, I actually could be like assassinated, you know. Virginia used to talk about that, and that was back in the 1800s. She used to look around at the hills in North Bend, and she would just kind of go like, you know, they could take a shot, and then that would be it. I didn't think there wasn't much to it until like later. Look at the so I gotta go to like over there, the busy street. And so anyway, yeah. So it's just like one of those like cartoons though, where it's just like, you know, everybody's trying to get this guy, and he's just like walking around like completely clueless. But it's like, oh, hey there, doggy. You know, and it's just sort of like, I guess that's kind of how I lived my life for a long time. And then like later, it's like I was saying, you know, I feel like, you know, in 2003, really, especially like 2004, you know, when I picked up the Protein Power book and stuff, and after I got hit with the car and all that kind of stuff, it was just like, you know, I was like taking such few steps, it almost looked like I was like standing still, which is probably what a lot of people wanted. And then we're starting to spend money, and all kinds of stuff on this side of the other stuff. I don't know, you know. But the thing is like every once in a while, you know, I was taking a step. And then I take like another step. You know, just surviving, having the protein power book in my room. Every day I was taking a little step. But it's just like one of those things where everybody was maybe too busy to notice that I had not given up. And even if I did, and I hadn't, even if I did though, you have to kind of figure, I could always pick it up like the next day. You know, it's one of those things you could quit one day and you can pick it up the next. I don't know what this is. This is interesting. They used to have that little tiny park with the water, and I think this is it. And it was like over there. This is like new though. I think this used to be like private property. The railroad tracks were here. I remember that. And then I don't think there was like any sidewalk or anything like that here though. No trespassing. Looks like rain might be on the way, so maybe I gotta keep that in mind. Maybe I had to go down over here and then try and go back. People were catching yellow perch here. Like one time when I was out here. And at the one little public access place that had like over there. And it's just like, I don't know, I was watching the Frontline one with, it was like Top Secret USA or something like that. It was, they were going through Bush through up until like Obama. I stopped watching it when they had about the Obama election. I'm going to guess probably about halfway through it. And it was just like money, no expense has been spared and stuff, but it's like, it really is that kind of thing. It was just like, you know, can we order Chinese? Yes. And it's just like, at the end of the whole night, what everybody comes up with is, you know, yeah, she's got a new hat, you know, and it's just like, what the hell is that though? I mean, am I dealing with a lot of people that are in like security or something like that? They have like no idea like the kind of stuff that they're putting out or something. What are you actually like doing with all that money and all those people? It's like, it's stupid. I'm just walking along, kind of just sort of minding my own business, and I can see how phony it all is. I don't know, at some point it's got to like work. You have to have value for the dollar. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. I have like my friends at that one school would say, you know, on the school on that I went to on Everett, you know, it's just like, you know, your only real tool is to wait it out. The system's designed to look like it can be beat, but it never, there's nothing is actually a solution. Your only option is to wait everything out. And that's kind of like what I'm doing. I'm just sort of like waiting things out, and I'm doing things to either hasten along the process, or maybe there's like things like this, for example, I can do to oh, there's like my flower picture. You know, to either hasten it or actually make sure that it is like over at some point. But there's a lot of references in the Frontline one about the helicopters and stuff. Gosh, it was incessant. It was just crazy. I can't do it very well with cartoon drawings. How much and how often those helicopters like flew over. You know, the other problem too is people will be allowed to watch, you know, probably the 2 weeks here and there when it would like stop, you know, but then it was just like, then it was back on for every day for months and months on end. But I'm kind of like, why is this getting to me to like quit? Or don't you just like get desensitized to it or something, and then you kind of move on? And of course now they got the weird people walking around, but this gets expensive. I mean, it takes real money to kind of do this and real resources, and you desensitize me for like the next thing that might happen. You know, they're like fly fishing. I remember this. I wanted to like live in one of these apartments so I could go fishing every day. Oh gosh, when did I come down here? I don't know. That was like sometime in the 90s. They were catching a fair amount of fish, considering it's like, you know, they drain this place like they drain the swamp every, like they say, you know, they drain it every like year. This is like all new. I guess that moss makes it look like it's not, but I mean, it's new for me anyway. Yeah, they didn't have that either. This is what I was doing. I was looking at the little yellow perches. And people were fishing here. This was like gravel. It went like around like that. There's a chance too, like where those rocks were, it was like more like kind of around there, and then like this would have all been filled in with like earth. It was a little bit more kind of like rounded and stuff. It was really more of an afterthought. There was like no park or anything here. Look at all this. I'm showing everybody a park in Lake Oswego, Oregon. Okay. There's no need to for all of you to thank me at once. Darts. Oh! That didn't work. Well, I don't know. It could rain soon. So, Greg's not saying anything. I don't know, what do you call this? And once I start saying stuff, actually, I would say in 2004 at the minimum, I was like ready to say stuff. I don't think anybody, there wasn't anything in place to say we're ready to listen. And, you know, and it's like, okay, I'll figure it out later, but it's going to take a while, and, you know, the delay's costly.